you got to use all the tools you have. Oftentimes, we complain about how unfair life is, but in a sense, that's a good thing because we all have disadvantages and advantages, and we focus so much on our disadvantages that we don't acknowledge that we have advantages. Um, and when you start to acknowledge your advantages, um, you see why you're here, the gifts that you hold, and you can see the advantage you have over others. And that's not a bad thing because others have an advantage over you in certain aspects. Um, you might have a gift of art, being able to paint, being able to draw, whatever it is. You might have an amazing voice to sing. You might have an amazing physique. You might be able to articulate yourself really well and be a great public speaker. Um, you might be able to motivate others. Whatever your gift is, that's your advantage. And that's kind of if you find your advantage and it doesn't align with maybe what you believe your purpose is or what you want to do in life, you can still use that advantage in order to get to where you want to be. For example, I really like shooting shooting videos. Ever since I was little, I made workout videos, I made vlogs, I made pranks. I did everything under the sun on YouTube. And eventually, I fell out of love with it, but then now I'm coming full circle back to it. And for the longest, I was wondering what kind of content can I make in order to get back into just making videos. And I realized that my advantage is one, my ability to edit videos because I've been doing it since 2013. My Also, I have a great physique. That's another advantage. I'm getting more comfortable talking on camera. That's another advantage. So there's countless advantages that I have that I can use in order to do what I want. And it's not, my physique might not be directly, correlating with making videos, but it can help me get there. If someone wants to watch my video because of my physique, it doesn't matter. I still get to make videos. If somebody's watching because you're well-spoken or they can resonate with your message, it doesn't matter. Whatever card you're dealt with in life, try to use it to the best of your ability and make the best of it. Oftentimes we complain so much about what we lack and we're ungrateful and or don't even see the advantages that we have and the gifts that we hold. And oftentimes it's others that see it within us before we even see it within ourselves. So take some time to yourself. You don't need to completely isolate yourself, but sit alone. Take some time and figure out, what am I good at? What do I like doing? How can I get to where I need to be using the talents that I have? And one amazing thing that can happen sometimes is your gift or your talent or your advantage is directly linked with what you want to do in life. And when that happens, it becomes an amazing, amazing gift because then you are essentially monetizing your gift, monetizing what makes you you. For example, I see people that just sit in front of the camera and talk, and they love talking. They love expressing how they feel. They love just sharing what they're thinking and their thought process. And to be able to be paid for that is amazing. Some people love working out, like I do, and they get paid to make videos on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and if like that's amazing that you get to wake up and do what you love and get paid for it. I think there's so many people I've worked with in my past jobs when I was working a 9 to 5 that had certain abilities, certain gifts, certain talents, but they just did not see it within themselves. And even when they did see it within themselves, they didn't believe that it was possible for them to monetize it and make a living off of it. So even when you bring it up, like, hey, you're really funny, or you would have amazing camera presence, or you're really smart and you could articulate this topic really well and teach others, and others will enjoy it and watch your videos. Or it doesn't even have to be videos. Some people are like, I want to go to school for X, Y, and Z, but they don't believe they're smart enough. And it's like, I think the biggest hurdle sometimes in life is realizing that we as humans think life is meant to be practical, meant to be this whole thing about being realistic, you know, and I think that's a way of thinking that has been instilled within us to keep us trapped in a system that benefits the 1%. So once you break out of that and realize that you're capable of way more than you believe, or way more than others even around you might think, because there's a lot of people that might believe that they can do a certain thing, but the people around them are like telling them, you can't do that. Why do you think you can? You know what I mean? Instilling bad beliefs within them. So once you break out of that mindset and realize that what you can accomplish is way beyond what you even like believe, and certain things, sometimes you have to work backwards. You have to create a goal and then think, instead of thinking, how am I going to get to that goal and getting overwhelmed, think of where you want to be and work backwards and take the baby step towards that goal. I think we just get overwhelmed with all the intricate details on how am I going to get there. If you're thinking about maybe losing weight and you're like, I don't think I can ever lose weight. I am 300 pounds and I'm trying to get to maybe 200 pounds. When you're thinking about the end goal, it becomes overwhelming. So say, yeah, I want to lose 200 pounds, but the first step maybe is just go on a 10-minute walk, 5-minute walk. You know what I mean? And then we can think about maybe going on a run, maybe going to the gym. But I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but I just want you to acknowledge the gift that you have within yourself, and that you can accomplish way more than you believe. And if you can find a way to monetize your gift, your talent, it's a beautiful thing. And I think life is way too short to not try. Even if it doesn't work out, you can at least look back when you're 80, 90, 100 on your deathbed, and say, I tried, instead of just, what if? So if you have a dream, please look at all the tools that you are equipped with. I know you have something that in your toolbox that can help you get there. And don't be so practical in your thinking to the point where you're trying to figure out how is working out going to make me into a better dancer or something. You know what I mean? It's not, some goals do not correlate, but you got it. Sometimes you got to take the wrong route to get to the right destination. And yeah, just go out there, try, use all the tools you have, use all the cards that you have, use all the advantages that you have in life, and make something out of yourself.